The United Kingdom is staring at a massive energy crisis with the winter nights setting in, and experts warn that the nation could be heading into one of its most challenging cold seasons in recent memory, with fuel shortages looming large. Energy advisors have reportedly warned that Britain could face a gas supply crisis by 2030, signaling a long-term threat that could destabilize homes, businesses, and the country's entire energy security framework. The Starmer government has been asked to draw up a plan for gas supply before any shortage hits, urging ministers to take early action instead of waiting for the situation to spiral out of control. The UK's energy minister has now pushed to do whatever it takes to avoid a gas supply crisis, emphasizing that no option should be off the table when it comes to protecting the nation from an energy shock. The National Energy System Operator has warned the Labour government that both homes and businesses are at risk, highlighting a potential scenario where millions could be left vulnerable in peak winter demand. Michael Shanks claimed the Starmer government will double its efforts to decarbonise the economy, insisting that accelerating green energy is the only way to shield Britain from future energy instability. The government will do whatever it takes to ensure ongoing energy security, said Michael Shanks, reaffirming that ministers are ready to take bold and urgent steps to prevent any national fuel shortages. Meanwhile, the Starmer government blamed his predecessor Boris Johnson for the gas supply shortages in the UK, accusing the former administration of neglecting infrastructure and failing to plan ahead. The UK energy operator predicted Britain's gas supply may face a shortfall during winter, warning that even a small disruption could leave the nation scrambling for emergency reserves. NESO reportedly quietly published its warning to ministers just hours after the government's budget announcement, raising questions about whether officials tried to downplay the severity of the threat. The UK energy watchdog warned that if its existing gas infrastructure faced an outage, then national supplies would immediately fall short, potentially triggering widespread blackouts and heating failures. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is already under fire over the state of the oil and gas industry, with critics claiming his policies have contributed to job losses, declining investment, and shrinking production. Energy giant ExxonMobil closed a major Scottish plant, blaming government policies and weak economic measures for making operations unsustainable and too costly to continue. Cornered by mounting criticism, Starmer claimed the ExxonMobil plant was bleeding £1 million every day, arguing that the closure was inevitable due to its severe financial losses. The EU has imposed sanctions on Russian gas, including a ban on new long-term contracts of LPG, aiming to shrink Moscow's energy influence but adding new pressures on Europe's already strained supply chains. It has also agreed with member states to phase out pipeline gas imports from Russia by 2028, marking one of the biggest strategic shifts in European energy policy since the Cold War era. Observers are skeptical that a deal between Kiev and Moscow would restore Europe's strategic posture, warning that deep geopolitical mistrust and fractured alliances make a quick recovery unlikely.